Hello, my friends. Um, so I have some good news. Excuse me. Uh, I just got done eating some Taco John's, Taco Bravo, which was really very good. Hang on, let me fix this. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah. All right, just I- ignore that part. I can't reach it. I put it on the other side of my head, and now it's well. There we go. Okay, so anyway, let's try that again. Um, so I have gotten a job again, and yes, it's a retail job, and yes, it's doing something I have not done yet, which I think is really pretty cool because um Famous Footwear, which is a shoe store, socks, shoes, that kind of thing. Um, that's fairly close to where I live currently. Put out an advertisement saying they were looking for part-time sales associates, and so I was like, hmm. Well, I will admit one of the main reasons why I applied for the job was because that's where I get my shoes. Cause in the past I've had like really narrow feet, and even as an adult, like starting out, I had feet that were like 4.5 inches. Or feet, or I don't know. I'm not really sure how you calculate that, but they are very small and very narrow. So there are really only a couple of shoe stores that would have my type of shoes. Naturalizer, which used to be in the mall, no longer in the mall, I believe, but apparently they got bought by Famous Footwear, and that's where I've been going to get my shoes. And especially since they have Skechers, which, in my opinion, is one of the best brands of tennis shoes out there, because they usually either have supports that come with the shoes, like inserts, because I have flat feet, or they have memory foam, which is also very helpful if you have foot problems, because then the foam remembers how your foot sits in it, and it's like, oh yeah, we need to adjust this way or whatever. So I went in today and I had my interview, and it went well. It's hard to tell sometimes. It's like, you get people who are like, oh, I know I aced that, and it's like, but I'm never one of those people. I always think, oh, maybe I didn't do as well as I could have done, or, and there were a couple times even in the interview where I was not sure how to answer a question or whatever, and but I did my best, and I worked hard and stuff. And it's always fun because, I went in and met the gal, and she took me into the back of the store, so I got to see the inner workings, shall we say, or the back room when the customer says, oh, will you check the back for me? You know, that kind of thing. And the gal who interviewed me, she really did a good job. She answered my questions. She was like, she was like, yeah, and she even volunteered some stuff. Like she volunteered what do what their store does or what their company tells them to do when somebody, like, say, walks out with a pair of shoes, or whatever. And it's like, and like, that's really interesting. So I interviewed, everything went great. I went to Kohl's right after that. Um, and I'm do a little bit of a clothing haul. I know that's kind of popular, somewhat on YouTube, or was for a while, I don't know. But I needed to buy some shirts that I could wear to like work or, just for like job interviews, that kind of thing. So, and plus, it was the Kohl's store that I'd worked at like 2 holiday seasons ago. And I kind of wanted to see, because I hadn't been in the store since they moved. So I kind of wanted to see what their setup was, and it's really nice. It's a really nice store. But I got this, which is the same brand as the yellow shirt, and this one got a bit away from me, but that one's cute too, and I really like the flowers on that one. So I went in, bought a few shirts, and then I went up to pay, talked to the gal, ended up signing up, because I had signed up for the Kohl's Rewards program like a while ago, but I hadn't used it in like a really long time. So I have a feeling that my account was like discontinued or whatever it is that they say when you don't use your account for a while. And so I got some Kohl's cash and all that stuff. And but yeah, so I bought some shirts and then came out and I had to run to Walgreens really quick and get some facial wipes for my face and everything. And I came home, logged on with Keith, with my husband, and then I was like, I'm hungry because it was like 12:15 when I finally got home and everything. And so I was like, I'm going to go get something to eat, and I'll be right back. So I was in the kitchen microwaving one of my frozen meals because we don't have a whole heck of a lot in the kitchen as of right now. And so, but it was funny because I had my phone in my pocket and my phone starts ringing. It was an unknown number. And so I picked up and answered it, and she said, yeah, is this Julie? And I was like, yeah. And she said, this is so-and-so at Famous Footwear. We would like to offer you the job. We've been through all of our applicants and everything. We'd like to offer you the job. And to tell you, I was shocked because I was really worried that, me quitting working at Target would not reflect well. And maybe they haven't called. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because I applied, like, earlier in the week, and I hadn't heard anything. And it's been, like, a couple days, and so I was like, oh, well, maybe they called Target and they said, oh, we don't, you know, she quit, so meh, 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 whatever. And so, but apparently they haven't, or they haven't talked to them, or I'm not entirely sure. I mean, not that the way I quit at Target was bad or anything, but it was just, I was shocked. I was just like, okay. And so they had me lie. They said, we'll send you an offer in your email. And I'd provided them my email address and everything. They said, we'll send you an offer, look it over, accept it, and whatever. And they were talking to the we were trying to discuss when to do the thing. And so when to do the thing, they were talking about when to have me come in. And the gal who I was talking to on the phone, she said, well, we could do it Sunday or Monday or whatever. And so I said, well, let's do it Sunday. And so she was apparently looking at her schedule, and she was like, well, let's get you in 2 to 6, and so I was like, okay. So, but the funny thing is that as I was going through the email and stuff, I get another text from the gal who had originally texted me asking me to come in and interview, because the gal who interviewed me was not the gal who originally contacted me. And so, because apparently she wasn't in the store at the time or something. But it cracked me up because I was like, because all of a sudden she starts texting me and she's like, because apparently I missed something on the thing, and so she was waiting for me to accept the offer. And so I accepted the offer. I sent her, she told me, give me a thumbs up when you're done. And I was like, thumbs up, and stuff. And so we got that taken care of. And then I was talking to her over text, and she was like, well, why don't we have you come in on Monday? And I'm like, okay. So I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that this gal who was the one to first contact me and then the one to be like, and I'm wondering if she's like the store manager, maybe? Because she wasn't in the store at the time, but I'm wondering if she, sometimes store managers aren't always in their store. Like, sometimes they're out helping other stores or they're doing something else or whatever. And so she was like, okay, And so it was like, and so, when she said, we'll see you Monday, I said, well, the other girl I talked to on the phone said, we'd figured out Sunday. And then she said, well, let me go check. And then she came back and we were talking about something, and she said, okay, see you Monday. And so I was like, okay, Monday. So it sounds like it might be a little chaotic, but according to the gal who interviewed me, she was like, we're because apparently right now they're on limited hours. They don't stay open as late as they usually do because because they don't have enough staff. So that's why they're hiring right now so that they can get more people to come in and work and everything. And that almost makes me wonder if maybe they hired more than just me. You know, especially if they're looking for people for like certain shifts. Because I told them, that I prefer evenings, but I can work weekends, and I can work, holidays, that kind of thing. Doesn't really matter. And so she was like, oh, okay, well, so I'm wondering if maybe they were hiring for multiple positions in the fact that they were, maybe they're looking for a part time position in the morning, and maybe they're looking for a part time position at night, that kind of thing. And so we'll see. I haven't been told my schedule. I don't know how to do that or anything like that, but I'm sure I'll find all that out on Monday. So I'm excited. So that's why I'm having Taco John's, is because I haven't had fast food in like at least a couple of years. And like when I say fast food, I mean like Taco John's, Arby's, that kind of thing. I haven't been to a fast food place in like so long. And I was like, there's really nothing. And I didn't want to eat. I have like 3 meals left, and I didn't want to eat any of those meals. So I was like, I'm going to celebrate the acquisition of a new job. And so did that. And yeah. The only other thing I should probably tell you guys about is and I think I mentioned this maybe mentioned this last video. Whoop. I joined the ranks of TikTok. And yes, the irony that um the politicians in Washington are trying to ban TikTok again, just as I get on it. Wait, matter of fact, I tried to record a video earlier, and I couldn't figure it out. Like, I've recorded one video already and uploaded it. I don't remember my. I think it's under my name. I think it's under Julie Massam, just like my YouTube channel. But I'll double check. And if I can, like I said, I'm still trying to figure all this out, like how to add links and, all that. So if I can figure it out, I'll link I'll link the YouTube channel, or I'll link my TikTok in the description somewhere. And we'll see what happens. And then you guys can follow me on there, because I'm also really considering um deleting Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it now. It's just it's not it's not fun anymore, if that makes sense. And it's all just either just political stuff, or and when I say political stuff, I mean like all the junk about, Trump's cases, and how the judges are still letting him get away with being himself or whatever, and all that stuff. And I don't know. I just don't really communicate on that very much. And so I'm just kind of considering letting TikTok, unless they ban it, and then we'll be up in the air on that, and I'll have to figure out something else. Um, Maybe I'll have to get an Instagram or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but we'll figure it out. And I will, of course, let you guys know what's decided and all that. Um, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys is because Keith and I had our anniversary just about 5 days ago. Goodness, it's been that long already. And whoop, oh no. My husband keeps shocking me with how well he pays attention. I've been playing Stardew Valley a lot. Matter of fact, I currently have a save file for each of the villagers that you can romance in the game. So I have a save file for Sebastian, I have a save file for Penny, I have a save file for Sam. And speaking of the Sam save file, I am almost done with the community center. There's just a couple of fish that are refusing to come out of the water and let me catch them. But for our anniversary, he got me, and he didn't just give me this, but look at this, guys. He got me a throw blanket that has the entire map of the game on it. And, it's accurate. It's got everything on it, including the farm that we inherit and all that. And it's just so cool. And, I don't know if it's just the way I was raised or whatever, but it just warms my heart that Keith is just that Keith is well, and I told him, and he was like, well, you talk to me about it, all the time, and so it just stuck in my brain, and I was like, oh, and he found it on Amazon, believe it or not. I would have thought he would have had to go, because I know there's an official Stardew Valley merch shop, but I don't know where it is. But, excuse me, I'm burping. Can you tell I'm not used to having fast food? My body is what are you doing? But, yeah, so I've been sleeping under that, and I got, this is one of my winter sheets. I have two sheets. I have a winter sheet, and then I have a summer sheet. And it's still kind of chilly enough here at night that I like sleeping under warm things rather than, just regular cotton sheets or whatever. So, but yeah, that's my news for the day. And yeah, I'm celebrating tonight, so had a little Taco John's, and I've been playing some of my games on the Switch, some of my games on my phone. that kind of thing. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. But I will let you guys know. And like I said, I will link my TikTok once I figured that out. And you guys can follow me on there too if you want to. And I'm going to leave my X Twitter up for a while. Just to see what happens with the TikTok. See if it officially gets banned and what that means, or can we still use it if we have it, or how that's supposed, like, how are they, that's what I don't understand. It's like, how are they going to go after all of us who have TikTok? And especially the people who have TikTok and who use it to, like, support themselves, who, or market their products that they sell or whatever. Like, how are they going to do that? How are they going to go after all of us? I just find it kind of weird, and I kind of have a feeling they'll probably have to backtrack on some of that, because otherwise they're probably going to be doing about the same thing that they're worried that China is doing with the oh, they'll have all your information and all that. And I'm like, dude, there's such things as VPNs nowadays. There's such things as, I can't remember what they're called now, but it's the programs that you sign up for and they go through and eliminate your, like, double subscriptions, or they talk to the people who have your information that you don't want them to have your information and all that. It's like, there are ways to protect ourselves. That's what I find so absolutely funny. And I'm gonna get a little political here, but I saw a quote from somebody, and I don't remember who it was, but it was something to the effect of, if it's funny how everyone in the House or Senate, I can't remember, but whoever, like, they almost unanimously decided to pass this ban bill. And it's like, but it's funny that that the same people can come together to agree to ban TikTok, but they can't agree to come together to ban assault rifles and ban, being able to get guns without doing a background check and all that, being able to prove that they're mentally can handle owning a firearm and all that. And so, yeah, I just find it funny. It's just like, we can't agree to, like, the really serious stuff. We can't agree to protect kids. We can't agree to give women autonomy over their bodies and their own choice, but we can agree to ban an app that, as far as I'm aware, hasn't been doing a whole lot as far as for, like, all the talk about, oh, TikTok has all your data and blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, the internet has a lot of data on each of us, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not going to say her name because otherwise she'll wake up on my phone and she'll be like, yes. But, there's a program programmed into our phones that listens in to what we say and and recommends things based on what we say and what we talk about. And I swear, sometimes even what we just think about, there's times I've thought about something, or maybe I've Googled something once, and then I go on to another website, and the ads are all for that thing that I just Googled. And it's like, what? But it's like, yeah, Big Brother is watching. Big Brother has been watching. But, I mean, you just gotta be sensible about it. You've gotta protect yourself when you can. You gotta be like, make sure you don't Google things though and jump on the watch list or anything like that. And what's it I use that I watch on YouTube, but I think she's on TikTok as well. I can't remember her last name, but her first name's Nicole. And she basically does these little sketches where she gets a phone call from the FBI agent who's watching her, and it's like, and it's usually something funny like, why are we watching this show again? Or why, or why are you watching something if you know it's going to make you cry, And the interactions are always very funny. But yeah, so I forgot where I was going with that, but that's okay. I'm kind of rambling a little bit. As you can tell, I'm probably pretty excited to have a job again because, like if I could get paid to stay. Let me take that back because I was about to say if I could get paid to stay home and write every day, I would, but I wouldn't really because I need to go out. I need to talk to people. And even if it's just talking to people, you know, talking to people, hey, I need a size large in this shirt or whatever, or I need a size 5.5 for my daughter or whatever. Or little Timmy needs new shoes for basketball practice or whatever. I mean, to me, it's weird because I kind of feel like I'm on the cusp of being an extrovert and being an introvert. Like, I like talking to people, but at the same time, I really cherish my downtime. I really cherish my alone time. Maybe that's why I like to spend so much time online. Because, you can choose. You can choose to interact with somebody or not. And it's over writing, so it's not really the same as carrying on a long, drawn out conversation with somebody. So, but yeah, that's my news. I got a job. I started again on Monday. Start my new job on Monday. I'm celebrating, having a little bit of fast food, and bought myself some new clothes. And I'm probably, after I upload this video, probably gonna play a little Stardew Valley. The other thing I didn't mention, although may not be that interesting, and that's fine. But I was looking through my because on the Marvel site that I write for, you get characters based on like how many posts you have. And I was going through that because a while back I dropped one character because I wasn't getting him in many threads at all, or any threads really. So I dropped him, and then I resigned myself to my three female canon characters, and then I have two OCs, and I'm starting my villain arc on my female OC character, and I think that's really cool. Um, so, but where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I discovered the other day that that I'm able to apply for another canon character. And so I went on to our Discord because we have our own Discord group that we hang out in and talk about and everything. And I was like, so I discovered that I can apply for another character. Anybody need anybody? And so about at least two people popped up with the same name, Mystique, who I've never played before. And she's a little unnerving, but I also found out that her portrayal in the movies is a lot different than her portrayal in comic books and that kind of stuff. Like, did you guys know that Mystique is not, or is not usually, Magneto's right hand person? Matter of fact, in the comic books, apparently she's barely seen with Magneto. And that she kind of becomes kind of like a mom. Like, she keeps adopting stray mutants and all that. And that just kind of blew my mind because I had this image of her from the movies. And it's like, oh, she's a strong, independent woman that don't need no man. You know? Matter of fact, she's one who goes after men when they have something that she needs. Like, like if she wants a baby, come here, I also found out, and this blew my mind, because I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. I love Sherlock Holmes. Anything that is Sherlock, I will watch, like the many, many adaptations that there are. I have watched so many episodes of trying to find one that's good, that tickles that itch, scratches that itch, if you know what I mean. So it kind of blows my mind that it's like, oh, you. So apparently, Mystique, well, number one, no one really knows when Mystique was born. She is at least over 90 or 100 years old, depending on who you ask. And she's the one, according to the comics, who inspired Sir Arthur Conan Doyle to write the Sherlock Holmes stories. Because in the comics, she knew and was not only friends with, but lovers with. Matter of fact, I think they were married at one point. Irene Adler. Can I tell you that blew my mind when I came across that tidbit? I was like, the what now? But yeah, apparently that was one of her, Sherlock Holmes was one of her aliases. And keep in mind, she's a shapeshifter, so she can shapeshift into pretty much whoever she wants. So I just found that fascinating. I was just like, oh, heck yeah, I'm playing her now. I mean, the fact that she, according to the comics, inspired one of my favorite fictional characters, and that she is a mom, an adopted mom to a bunch of younger mutants and all that. I was just like, heck yeah, I'm gonna have so much fun playing this, because I'm not having children, but this will kind of scratch that itch a little bit, because there's still times I see cute babies and I'm like, oh, I want one, or whatever. And no, I don't, because they're a lot of work and a lot of stress and a lot of responsibility, and I just don't know if I could even adopt a child and raise them right or whatever. But I can write and get that motherly instinct out that way. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I will, like I said, I will try to link the TikTok to YouTube and see if I can either add it here or add my YouTube to the TikTok. And but yeah, if you guys search for Julie Bassam, you should be able to find it. Fingers crossed. And yeah, so follow me on there. See, and then basically I'm doing the TikTok to kind of help me out when I'm like away from home, like if I'm not able to be at my computer, like if I'm at work or if I'm leaving work or out running errands and something happens and I'm like, let's, figure this out kind of thing. So, but yeah, I'll see if I can finagle how to do that, and I'll let you guys know how the job goes. And yeah, so it was good to talk to you guys. It's been a while. I'm just glad we got to catch up. So, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.